Good morning everyone. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GK Today Academy app. For regular updates, please join our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. Now we have started a new channel, Civils Academy, so you can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. Now let's start. So the first question is, Mubadala Investment, which is set to acquire 1.4% stakes in Reliance Retail, is from which country? So it is associated to UAE and it is Abu Dhabi based sovereign wealth fund, and it is going to acquire 1.4% stakes in Reliance Retail. Now this is going to be investor in Reliance Retail Ventures Limited. Previously, General Atlantic and Silver Lake also decided to invest in Reliance Retail. Recently, Silver Lake also invested in Baiju. Now coming back to UAE. So recently UAE was in news because of Hope probe. It is a UAE mission on Mars and it was launched with the help of Japan. Recently Japan was in news as Prime Minister Shinzo Abe resigned because of his health conditions. The new Prime Minister of Japan is Yoshihide Suga. Apart from that, UAE was also in news as it was the host of Global Aerospace Summit, and this summit held in the last week of September 2020. Next question is, India has committed to build 100-bed hospital and 22,000 seater stadium in which country? So this country is Maldives. Capital of Maldives is Malé. And India is going to collaborate with Maldives for these projects, and for that purpose India has provided LOC, that is line of credit. So this LOC is different from line of control, and in this context of line of control there is one more term, LAC, that is line of actual control. Now coming back to this line of credit, so it is a soft loan. Soft loan means you are providing concession or discount on the interest rate. Recently Maldives was also in news as India and Maldives have launched first ever direct cargo ferry service, and this was launched from India. Now this ferry service will connect Indian ports of Tuticorin and Cochin port with Maldives. So two ports will be connected. These two are Tuticorin and Cochin port. Next question is, Defense Ministry has signed a contract with which company for 10 lakh hand grenades? So for that purpose, agreement has been signed between EEL, that is Economic Explosive Limited, and Defense Ministry for the supply of 10 lakh hand grenades. Now previously these products were either imported or these were made by OFB, that is Ordnance Factory Board. Now recently this Ordnance Factory Board was also in news as government constituted a empowered group of ministers, that is EGOM, for the corporatization of this Ordnance Factory Board, and Defense Minister Rajnath Singh is the head of this empowered group for the corporatization of Ordnance Factory Board. That means this Ordnance Factory Board is under DDP, that is Department of Defense Production, and this department is under Defense Ministry. The headquarters of OFB is in Kolkata. Apart from this, few other important defense events were in news. First is related to DRDO, that is Defense Research and Development Organization. So it has successfully test fired laser guided anti-tank guided missile from Arjun tank. So this Arjun tank is a third generation main battle tank which has been developed by DRDO, and recently DRDO test fired this anti-tank missile from this Arjun tank. Apart from that, recently Defense Ministry designated ADTL to upgrade Pichora surface-to-air missiles. Pichora surface-to-air systems. Now what is this ADTL? It is Alpha Design Technologies Limited, and it is a Bengaluru based company. So for the upgradation of Pichora surface-to-air systems, India, that means Defense Ministry, has partnered with private sector, and that private sector company is ADTL, that is Alpha Design Technologies Limited. The headquarters of ADTL is in Bengaluru. Next question is, what is the name of Global Virtual Summit of Overseas and Indian Resident Researchers to be conducted in October 2020. So the name of this summit is Vaibhav, that is Vaishvik Bharatiya Vigyanik Summit, and the summit is going to create a single platform for science and technology related discussions. Apart from this summit, recently one more summit was in news, and it is RAISE, that is Responsible Artificial Intelligence for Social Empowerment. So this was organized by MEITY, that is Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, and by Niti Aayog. Now coming back to this Vaibhav Summit. So this Vaibhav Summit is to be organized from 2nd of October to 31st of October. What is 2nd of October? It is International Day for Non-Violence. It is the birth anniversary of Gandhiji. In fact, 2nd of October is also celebrated as the birth anniversary of our former Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri. Now, coming back to Gandhiji, so recently on the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti, Film Division organized Gandhi Filmotsav. Apart from that, the Department of Justice, that is DOJ, Department of Justice is under Ministry of Law and Justice. So Department of Justice on the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti organized Shramdan, and under this initiative all the officers and staff of Department of Justice participated in the Clean India campaign. Next is India announced a debt service relief under G20 debt service suspension initiative to which country? So this country is Myanmar. It is important to note that it is a part of G20 debt service suspension initiative. Now, if we talk about G20, presently Saudi Arab is the president of G20 group for this year. Next year Italy is going to be the president, and next to next year, that means in 2022, India will host G20 summit. India will also host Interpol summit in 2022. Interpol is International Police. The headquarters is in Lyon. Lyon is in France. And CBI, that is Central Bureau of Investigation, represent India in Interpol. Recently, France was in news as India decided to purchase Hammer missiles from France. Recently, France was also in news as it decided to put restrictions in a gradual manner on the use of animals in the circus. Next question is, which Indian diplomat has been appointed as India's next ambassador to Cambodia? So C is Devyani Uttam Khobragade, and C has been appointed as India's next ambassador to Cambodia. Now, apart from this appointment, recently Apurva Chandra was appointed as new Labour Secretary. In addition to him, recently Charanjit Atra was appointed as the new CFO, that is Chief Financial Officer in SBI, that is State Bank of India. It is important to note that SBI, SDFC, ICICI, these three banks are DSIB, that is Domestic Systematically Important Banks. Now answer in comment box who provide the DSIB status at national level and at global level. Next question is, which organization has developed a highly purified anti-sera for COVID-19 treatment? So this organization is ICMR, and it has developed this anti-sera for the COVID-19 treatment. And for that purpose, ICMR has collaborated with Biological E Limited. And this Biological E Limited is a Hyderabad-based entity. Now, if we talk about COVID-19, so recently Reliance Life Sciences developed a test kit, and the name of this test kit is R-Green Kit. Now, this kit can be used for the diagnosis of COVID-19 infection, and it can provide results within 2 hours. Now, in the context of COVID-19, please read about Sero Survey. What is its utility and why it is conducted? Next question is, which state has topped in the Swachh Sundar Samudaik Shauchalaya, that is community toilets campaign? So this is Gujarat. So Gujarat is on top position, and that's why Gujarat won the first prize in this Swachh Sundar Samudaik Shauchalaya campaign. On the other hand, Tirunelveli district in Tamil Nadu won the best district award. So if question is about best district, then it is Tirunelveli. In Tamil Nadu, if question is about state, it is Gujarat. Recently, Gujarat was also in news because of Raj Pipla, as Tribal Affairs Ministry is going to develop 9 tribal museums dedicated to the tribal freedom fighters. Biggest of these museums is going to be in Rajpipla in Gujarat. Gujarat was also in news as recently it launched heritage tourism policy. Next question is, which body has initiated anti-dumping probe against 2 products imported from China? So this is DGTR, that is Directorate General of Trade Remedies, and this DGTR is from Department of Commerce, and this Department of Commerce is related to Commerce Ministry. So the probe has been initiated against the import of HFC blends and decor paper. What is HFC? It is hydrofluorocarbon. So DGTR has initiated the investigation related to the dumping of these products. Now what exactly is dumping? Dumping means when some country fix the price so low that the domestic players cannot even compete. For example, this decor paper. So the price of this imported product from China is so low that Indian manufacturers are not even able to compete with this product. So that is dumping, and therefore anti-dumping duties are levied on such products which are imported at a substantially low price. So anti-dumping is in case of a substantially low price. The price is so low that the domestic manufacturers cannot survive at this cost. Now it is important to note that the Commerce Ministry recommends this anti-dumping duty, but it is imposed by Finance Ministry, and to be specific, it is imposed by Department of Revenue, and this Department of Revenue is under Finance Ministry. Next question is, which institution has released the time use survey in India report? So this has been released by NSO, and this is first such time use survey which was conducted, and this has been conducted by National Statistical Office, and this National Statistical Office is under MOSPI, that is Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Next question is, the e-way bill is implemented by which body? So it is implemented by CBIC, Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, and this is under Department of Revenue in Finance Ministry. So what exactly is e-way bill? It is electronic way bill, and it is used or it is generated for the movement of goods from one place to another place. Now a GST registered person cannot transport goods more than 50,000 rupees worth without an e-way bill. Now suppose you are GST registered person and you want to send some product from one place to another place. So for that purpose you need to generate e-way bill. So it is like a movement pass. Recently CBIC was also in news as Mr. M. Ajit Kumar was appointed as the next chairperson of CBIC. It was also in news because of e-office application. It was also in news because of Turant Customs initiative. Next question is, the DGQI, that is Data Governance Quality Index survey, is conducted by which organization? So this is conducted by Niti Aayog. Actually this is conducted by the DMEO, that is Development Monitoring and Evaluation Office, and this is an attached office of Niti Aayog. And this was conducted, that means this survey was conducted to assess the performance of different ministries and departments in the implementation of different central sector scheme and centrally sponsored scheme. So central sector schemes are those schemes in which central government provide entire financial support. In case of centrally sponsored scheme, central government and state government are going to share the burden of finances. Now coming back to Niti Aayog, it is an executive body. Prime Minister is the ex officio chairperson of Niti Aayog, and Niti Aayog is the successor of Planning Commission. So these were the most important questions of today's quiz. Now we are going to cover important news events. So first is Saurya missile. So this was in news because DRDO has successfully test fired a new version of this Saurya missile, and this is a surface to surface missile. That means it will be launched from surface and it is going to hit the target on surface, and it is a nuclear capable missile. That means this missile is capable of launching nuclear warheads, and it is a ballistic missile. Next is Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine 2020. So this has been given to 3 individuals. These are Harvey J. Elter, Charles M. Rice, and Michael Houghton. So, Michael Houghton is from Britain and these two are from USA. So, why these three were selected? These three were selected for the discovery of hepatitis C virus. Next is SS Kalpana Chawla cargo spacecraft. So, recently NASA has launched Northrop Grumman Cygnus resupply spacecraft, and this spacecraft is named after Kalpana Chawla. NASA is a space agency of USA. Next is World Space Week. So from 4th of October to 10th of October, it is World Space Week. And the theme is Satellites Improve Life. In fact, the month of October is observed as Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Month of September is Poshan Mah. Next is Discovering the Heritage of Assam. So recently this book was in news and it has been written by Padampani Bora, and recently it was launched by Dr. Jitendra Singh. Next is World Teachers Day. So it is celebrated on 5th of October and the theme was Teachers Leading in Crisis, Reimagining the Future. And next is Pushpa Bhave. So she was popularly known as Iron Lady of Mumbai. She passed away recently. She was a social activist and academician. Apart from her, recently Misty Mukherjee also passed away and she was Bollywood actress. So these were the most important events. Now homework. So please read about POXO Act, Nagorno-Karabakh region and postal ballot. That was all for the day. Thank you.